Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with me.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the end of STOUTMAS. It is Christmas Day, Christmas night now. I'm late with this upload, but it has been a busy, amazing day. Hope all of you who celebrate Christmas had a fantastic day with your families and friends and loved ones and whatnot. But yeah, we started STOUTMAS on December 1st, goes through December 25th, which is tonight. So figured we would end it with hopefully something good. Not really like anything whaley. People were, asking me, what are you going to have on Christmas? Is it going to be something crazy? I don't really have anything crazy in my cellar anymore. So tonight we're going to check out the 2018 vintage from Anheuser-Busch. This is Bourbon County Vanilla. In the, what is this, 500 milliliters now? I used to like when Bourbon County was 12-ounce bottles, but whatever. I talked about that a couple years ago and I reviewed it. Have not had the actual the Bourbon County, regular Bourbon County Stout yet this year. You guys who watch my channel, watch my videos, know I was in Japan for Thanksgiving this year, so I missed out on that. Got a bottle of this from my brother-in-law Lane. Thank you, sir. This one is 14.9% alcohol by volume. It's weird because it says it was bottled September 5th and they released this on Black Friday, so not sure why they bottled these 2 months early and then have them hang out, but it just says stout aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla added. I've had vanilla rye once. We had it in a blind battle beers. I had that with Nathan. There's a review on my channel of that somewhere. And it's funny because that beer in a blind review finished dead last out of the vanilla stouts that we had. So I'm interested to see what this beer is all about. I've heard bad, I've heard good, I've heard great. So we'll see. Going into the Answer Final Fantasy glassware. I do not have any Goose Island glassware. Pouring this up to the light, it is pretty like cola-ish. It's not very dark, especially compared to the stouts that we drank this month. Lots of really dark pitch black stouts, but not a whole lot of head on this one. There's, I don't know, a pinky finger of like, it's like cola bubbles. It's really like kind of poppy, crackly. It's that kind of mocha, not really dark brown, but kind of a tan head. Looks awesome in that glassware. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in this one, see what she's got. This is really fudgy, and I get that a lot just with regular Bourbon County. I've always said that beer is kind of like bourbon-soaked brownie batter we've talked about, and I've said that about other stouts too. This is super fudgy. And I mean, there's a good amount of sweetness from the vanilla. So this is obviously different because it's a barrel-aged beer, so you're getting like a good amount of oak to it. But when we reviewed the Horace's Ghost Hawk's beans, that beer smelled like vanilla cake frosting. This doesn't have like that really pastry like frosting thing. It's just got like a vanilla sweetness to it. There's even like, I mean, with that roast, you kind of get like sort of a coffee thing going on, but not to like a really intense coffee. It's just that, I think it's just the roast that you're smelling. I mean, it's the roasty part of Bourbon County. Near 15%, this beer does not smell hot. It doesn't smell bourbon forward. It just smells like a really sweet, chocolatey, fudgy imperial stout. But yeah, there's a killer like a little bit of like oaky woodiness to it underneath all that sweetness and chocolate. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Merry Christmas! Thanks for hanging out for STOUTMAS. Cheers. Whoa, there is a lot of vanilla. Wow. I mean, on the nose, you smell like, I always say like a generic sweetness. You do. You wouldn't be able to pick out, I wouldn't be able to pick out vanilla per se, but when you drink that, it almost has like a vanilla extract kind of a thing. That's crazy. That's very intense, very sweet. But it says a stout with vanilla. If you want vanilla, this is your beer. I just can't get over like how vanilla forward that is. All that kind of fudgy, chocolatey thing that you're smelling, it doesn't really carry over to the taste of the beer because it's so overpowering vanilla. It's really sweet too. This beer is intensely sweet, and it will be interesting even as this warms more. This has been sitting out for about 25-30 minutes. It's at a good temperature, kind of almost that room temperature, like how I like drinking my stouts. It might be a chore as it gets even warmer to finish this, just because I could see this being intensely sweet. I'm telling you, the vanilla in this is kind of covering up like what you know of Bourbon County. Like like that kind of awesome woody oakiness that I was smelling on the aroma, it's still just vanilla for days. Just sweet, sweet, sweet vanilla. The mouthfeel on this one's medium. It's not chewy. I mean, we drank that horse stout yesterday. That beer's still fresh in my mind. Like, you're eating that stout, which is crazy. But yeah, I think my tongue might be like kind of getting acclimated a little bit to the vanilla. I mean, it's still overwhelming in my mouth. You're getting a little bit of like the fudgy chocolate that you smelled. There's a good amount of, it's not like that intense kind of coffee bitterness, but it's a good amount of bitterness on the finish of that. You get some of that roast, but it's just super sweet, crazy vanilla extract on the finish of that. So you gotta give credit where credit's due. This beer says it's a stout with vanilla. It's fucking vanilla all over your mouth. So this beer is good. I wish it kind of showed more of what I love of Bourbon County, which is that intense fudginess. And even like, I would appreciate some like bourbon heat from this, and I don't get that. It's just crazy, crazy sweet. So this is still a really good beer. I feel like I'm nitpicking and like I'm really talking about the vanilla sweetness just because it's super intense. But that's the way it goes with this beer. So if you like vanilla, you will love this beer. This beer is really, really good. I think when I first reviewed Bourbon County in 2014, I gave it like an A+. I don't know if I was doing a rating system. Bourbon County for me is like 100 out of 100. I love the beer so much. This one, I think the vanilla kind of overwhelms it. Still really good. I would go like in the 98 range for this. It's just, it's too much vanilla for it. This isn't a perfect beer for me. I wish there was more barrel character. I wish I could taste Bourbon County, like get that fudgy kind of chewy, chocolatey beer that I love so much, but it says it's vanilla. It's vanilla for days. So yeah, I think 98's a good score for this one. It's world class. It's good stuff. So yep, that's Goose Island Bourbon County Vanilla to finish off STOUTMAS. Christmas was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. If you guys have had the beer, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon for some hoppy beer reviews. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.